In this video, we want to just talk a little bit about how our files are organized and how names are the way they are when there's a sale. I thought I'd start by just showing you what we send Zulily when we complete a collection. Typically, it looks like an email like this, where we provide the logo for the particular company. Then we provide a vendor document, which is just a summary of all of the growth charts or nursery art items, as well as some previews, some JPEGs, and some 96 pixel files. I'll click on each one of these just to give you a sense of what they are so you can see what Zulily receives from us as the reseller. When I click on logo files, it's basically what you'd expect. It's just versions of the logo of the particular brand for the collection that they'll be selling. And on Zulily, if you want to see an example of that, I'll just click on any product, any collection rather. Well, this one doesn't really have any logos on it, I guess, for any of these vendors. Let's see here. Yeah, in this case, they're not using a logo, they're using an image. But in any case, wherever there's a logo necessary, if they ever need a logo, that's basically what we provide. So we'll close that. The vendor document is basically an Excel spreadsheet, and when you open it, it looks like this. You don't need to concern yourself with this too much, but it's basically the name of the image and each of the SKU names or the item names. And this is basically when an order comes in, what you'll be looking for, so you can see when an order comes in what file it is that was actually sold. So there's the SKU number as well as the product name. So we'll move that out of the way. And if I click on previews, this is what we send to Zulily for their product people, not only to review what each of these items are, but also this is what actually forms the detail, the preview image on the website. So we make these composites that show you what they are. And again, if you want to see, the equivalent of what those look like on Zulily, I'm referring to these items here, each of these composite images that you see in a sale. Okay. And now, lastly, these are just the JPEG samples. And in some cases, there's a little preview image that's required in certain variations, certain parts of their website. There's smaller preview images, 96 pixel preview images, so we supply all these to you. You can see they're just smaller versions. And those are just using little thumbnail views of their website. Now, the reason that's important is because when a sale comes through, the orders that come through, I'll move this back into place. This is an order document that we received, remember, with all the actual children's names over here. You can see that there's an order date and a product ID and a vendor SKU and a product name. So the vendor SKU and the product name comes from us, as I said earlier, from this document right here. There's the vendor SKU and there's the product name. Why is that important? Well, that's important because if we look at a particular sale that's been completed, you will get a folder from us just like this, and there's the sales data right there. There's the vendor SKU, there's the product name. You'll basically open this document to place this child's name right here on the correct growth chart. So you'll want to go grab the right SKU, grab the right growth chart so that you put the right name on the right growth chart. That's why that's important. And additionally, when you save the documents, if I show you the way these names are, it's the date right here, and it's got the child's first name, and then the SKU number, and then product name dash growth chart. GC stands for growth chart. So you'll basically be naming documents just like that. And we'll go into that in more detail later, but that's kind of a summary of how things are named the way they are and why they're named the way they are.